Okay, welcome back. On today's video, I'm going to be doing a short review on the 2019 Chevy Sonic LT. This vehicle is a front-wheel drive with a 4-cylinder transversely mounted 1.4 liter, and I'll be going over that with you guys and some of the other specs. Alright, right here we have the bread and butter. We have the 1.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. The engine overall looks like it's going to be fairly easy to work on. You've got your exhaust right up front here, where it's very easy to get to as far as your NOx sensors and your oxygen sensors, so that's really good. Looks like you've got some of your EGR controls really easy to get to as well. Intake side looks very easy to get to. Overall, this engine looks like it would be fairly easy to work on. The engine claims that it'll get high 30s to high 20s miles per gallon on. So fuel economy is pretty good on this as well. Batteries up front, easy to work on as well. So if you've ever had to jump start your vehicle in the middle of winter or anything like that, it's very easy to get to on this vehicle, which I do appreciate. On the back side here, on the standard model, we have a single exit exhaust, as well as we have a reverse camera mounted right here, as well as we have the automatic trunk release, which is pretty helpful. Okay, in the trunk area, we have got a surprisingly large trunk. This thing is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. And it does look like the back seats do lay down as well. I'll go ahead and show you that. So both back seats do lay down flat, so that you have more room, so that you can put items, so they will sit all the way from the trunk up into the back seat area if you do not have passengers. As well as it looks like the trunk area does lift up as well, so that you have your donut in there. Okay guys, today's review, we're looking at this 2019 Chevy Sonic LT. I wanted to talk to you guys about these commuter cars and what you're getting nowadays as far as the amount of car for the amount of money you're paying. At this car, we're looking at $17,500 for it. It's 2019, 18,000 miles on it. It does come with a warranty on it as well. Find it through the dealership. This does come with the 1.4 liter 4-cylinder. Now, I'm sure some of you are wanting to know why I decided I wanted to review this vehicle. And one of the main points being, I've never reviewed a vehicle. So I wanted to start with a lower end vehicle. That way I can show a lot of the options that you're getting on a new vehicle nowadays, as well as providing very little risk for the generous people that were allowing me to review this vehicle, which is the Chevrolet dealership here in town. The reason I wanted to review a economy car is that is what this car is. There are cars that do a lot of things a lot better. You know, this isn't a Hellcat, this isn't a Dodge Charger RT, it isn't a Camaro ZL1, it's nothing like that. This is its own market for a specific purpose. The purpose of this car is to get you from your house to work so that you can make money. It's a commuter car, and I just wanted to kind of go through and talk about what you're getting in a commuter car nowadays and just kind of discuss if they're really worth it or not. I wanted to talk about just some of the stuff you're getting. This does come with a touch display radio. It comes with heated seats. It comes with automatic trunk release, automatic trunk. It does come with a heated steering wheel as well, which I was very surprised by. This is leather. So this does come with a lot of options. It is an electric seat, which a lot of vehicles are electric, but nowadays it's an economy car, so you really don't know what you're going to get on that. So it depends on how the vehicle is spec'd. Overall, I gotta say, I do like how this car feels. I'm 6 foot, 170 pounds, somewhere in that range, and you know, it fits me pretty well in the driver's seat, and it's gonna fit me just as well in the passenger seat. Here in a second, I will hop in the back and we'll see how it fits back there. Overall, the visibility is good as well up front. I will grab the camera here in a second. I'll kind of let you see what the visibility looks like. Overall, it looks like you're getting quite a decent car for the price on this. It does have cup holders right in the door seal. You got 2 cup holders in the center here. It might be nice to see a center console. I think that would be something that would be kind of nice to have. That way you could put stuff in it. It does come with, we've got the visibility, and it does come with a actual tachometer in it, which I do appreciate. Visibility is pretty good on this. A-pillar doesn't cover too much, and it's off to the side here. I would say the visibility on this car is better than the Camaros, and we've got our 2 cup holders down here, which I know that's kind of a weird comparison, but that is a vehicle I am familiar with on the visibility because I've ridden in one of those before. So you do have 2 glove boxes. Auto light switch, pretty well standard for anything new nowadays. You got a funky little twist fan shut off. Electric start, electric stop. And put your foot on the brake, hit it, fires right up. Let's see, what else are you getting? And here we have the touch display for stereo as well. I thought the pattern on the seat was quite interesting. It kind of reminds me of like early 90s pattern, and I like it. I think it looks pretty neat on it. We got standard overhead light, OnStar, mirror. We've got cruise control. And yeah, okay. And at this point, we've kind of looked around the front of it, and I've sat up front. Front's pretty comfortable, actually. Obviously, you can get any vehicle spec'd however you want. Personally, I prefer leather, but this cloth is not bad. And I do like that it is patterned like it is, so that it will, let me rephrase that. If you happen to spill anything on it, it'll be less likely to show stain. And yeah. Okay, so now for the real test. How can someone 6 foot fit in the back? So we'll try that out. And now for the real question, will I fit? Now I have not moved the setting on this front seat at all. That was still comfortable for where I was in the front. So even with me leaving the seat exactly where it was, I still have room to get into this back seat here, and my knees are not touching the seat. So if you had a 6 foot person in here, they could fit. The back person, they'd be a little tight on room, but it would not be horrendous. Like, they could actually still fit back here. And this is an economy car, little 4-door, which obviously there are bigger cars, but with bigger cars, you're gonna have to pay the bigger price tag for them. Like I said, this is a $17,500 car with a warranty. One of the main things that I think you should keep in mind whenever you're looking into buying one of these new cars, one of these economy cars, is the main thing you have to keep in mind is you are getting reliability, you are getting the warranty, you are being able to know for $300 a month, whatever it is, for 4 years, 5 years, that you are going to be able to get in your vehicle, you're going to be able to go to work, you're going to be able to make your money, you're going to be able to come home. And if there are any issues at all, you can bring it right back to the dealership. You're going to get your car repaired. The majority of the time, it's probably going to be free, as well as while your car is being repaired, they're going to give you a loaner vehicle. This vehicle is going to get upper 30s fuel economy on the highway, high 20s in the city fuel economy. You're going to be able to seat 2, for sure, comfortably up front. Maybe 4, depending on how short your other 2 people are. Now, if you had, let's say, kids, this would be a great car. Your kids will not know the difference that this is a small car. And overall, I am very impressed with this. This does have ABS on it as well. So it has ABS, you have alloy wheels, disc brakes up front, but it does have drum in the rear, which that's not a deal breaker. Drums are just fine. It's just disc do tend to work better. There's a reason that it is more expensive to get disc brakes, but I mean, you have your trade-offs for everything. A couple other points that I forgot to mention as well, and I'm just still going over the car and finding some new things about it as I sit here. I did forget that it did have knee airbags as well for the front, as well as I believe it has sides up front, and it has side airbags in the rear as well. So in the case of you were in a T-bone collision, this would have airbags to help save you there. And yeah. I guess the only thing I have left is I'd like to maybe show you guys the exhaust note, hear what that sounds like, and possibly I might talk to them and see if maybe I can take it for a test drive and see maybe what it feels like there. Overall, you do appear to be getting quite a bit of car nowadays for a very low price tag. Child locks on the rear. There is the drum brakes that I mentioned beforehand. Okay, and at this point I've officially just taken the car for a test drive, and I've got to say I was more surprised at the car than I thought I would be. The interior, it rides really well. The front seat, at least. Can't speak too well for the back because I was driving. The car was a little peppier than I thought it was. I will post a screenshot right here of what its 0 to 60 time was and what it would do in an 1/8 mile. The reason I went ahead and did this test is I think that every vehicle needs to be able to get out of its own way in case if you were to accidentally pull out in front of a diesel or something along those lines. And I think that's a very informative test. Overall, the car handled really well. The steering is nice and tight, like you'd expect on a new car. The thing that surprised me was the suspension, because with this being a smaller car, I really thought it would be more bouncy and it wouldn't absorb bumps as well as a heavier car would. And I was pleasantly surprised. It did absorb bumps very well. I can say the suspension, obviously it's a commuter car. It's not a race car or sport inspired car. The suspension is a little soft and you can feel a little bit of body roll to it. However, I was very impressed with this. Like I said, guys, this is a 2019 car. You're $17,000, 17,000 miles, and with warranty. And I think these little cars serve a great purpose nowadays. Like I said, you can get one of these cars and you can drive it, be paying $200 a month, give or take, plus insurance. And overall, you can be having yourself a reliable car with a warranty that if something ever goes wrong, you just take it back and they will fix it. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the little car, and I hope that I can continue to make some more content as far as reviewing vehicles for you guys. Maybe some little oddball stuff that most people don't review. Here are the specs on this vehicle, what options this one has, and yeah. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Have a great day, guys.